EWC Cultural News Today, hosted by Amber Rodriguez.
I'm Amber Rodriguez, hosting EWC Cultural News Today. In my October segment of What's Up with COVID-19, I mentioned the uprising of a respiratory illness spreading among everyone, specifically infants and young children, called respiratory syncytial virus, also known as RSV. Today, I'm here to provide you with more in-depth information about this virus before we head into the winter season. According to the CDC, RSV acts as a mild illness with cold-like symptoms, in which most people can recover within a week or two. However, the biggest concern is how serious this virus can be, especially for children and older adults. About 2 weeks ago, more than 7,000 tests came back positive for RSV in the United States. The New York Times said children's hospitals are overwhelmed by this early spike of RSV that usually occurs later in the season. Some pediatric centers are so swamped to rearrange staffing and resources that families are waiting for long periods of time for care. Dr. Dolene Cunningham is the pediatrician-in-chief at Children's Hospital of Orange County, California. She said the 334-bed facility is so full that children are being treated right in the emergency room as they wait for inpatient beds, sometimes for more than 24 hours. In Baltimore, Maryland, Johns Hopkins Children's Center is transferring floor nurses to care for children at the Pediatric Emergency Department. Dr. Megan Bernier is the medical director of the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit at this facility. She said, "This is the pediatrician's COVID. This is our March 2020. This nationwide surge is also hitting close to home in the state of Nebraska. According to the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services, 461 cases of RSV came back positive about 2 weeks ago. The Douglas County Health Department stated there were 205 positive cases in the district in just this week. This is not typical for the county. This week last year, there were 33 positive cases. The Omaha World-Herald reported that October, 65% of total RSV cases were among children under 5, and 40% of those cases were among children between 0 to 24 months. In addition, Channel 6 reported that statewide, there have been 269 emergency department visits for RSV-related reasons in the past week. These emergency visits are usually for people who've had trouble breathing or are severely dehydrated. There is no specific cure for RSV yet, according to the CDC, but the symptoms can be treated with over-the-counter medications, although it is recommended to talk to your healthcare provider first. The CDC recommends to take typical precautions as you would for the flu, COVID-19, or any other spreading illness, such as washing your hands, staying at home when you're sick, and avoiding those who may be infected. The biggest difference between RSV and COVID-19 is transmission. The CDC reported contracting COVID-19 from touching surfaces is low, but with RSV, it's crucial to avoid contaminated spaces and close contact with others, including sharing cups or eating utensils. Clean all frequently touched surfaces, especially your phones and doorknobs. Follow the CDC recommendations and stay up to date with health concerns in your area and in our next segment. I'm Amber Rodriguez, your host for EWC Cultural News Today, and this is the rise of RSV.
You've been listening to EWC Cultural News Today, hosted by Amber Rodriguez. If you'd like to make suggestions, email us at ewcfacts@gmail.com. That's ewcfacts@gmail.com. This has been an EWC Communication production.